Yeah, I was very young, staying with my nan, and the boys waited for me at the end of the road. They wanted to hurt me, and I was frightened. My nan told me to look the other way, and that I was a fine boy for my age, and to give one of them a punch on the nose because they're bullies, and that is all they are. And if I did that to the ringleader, well, the rest would go away, because they would be scared. And that's the way it is. But she was wrong. And all the beautiful people are wrong, because the world isn't really like that at all, because it's run by cunts. The most disgusting and despicable imaginable for a beautiful person like her to comprehend. I didn't punch the ringleader on the nose, and they chased me, calling me names. And then they got hold of me, and I couldn't understand why they hated me so much. And they laughed as they dragged me across the ground through the rubbish and shit. And I thought of my nan, and I thought of the shirts she bought me. A few days later, I saw the ringleader when he was by himself down near the river. I crept up on him, and he screamed like he'd been wronged, but it was him that had done the wrong. I hit him again, and I screamed so hard that I tore the tissue in my throat. I often think of that abrasive feel, rough and tender, and I imagine what it looks like. Pink, membrane damaged and broken, and all torn up. I spent years locked away. I read newspaper cuttings that were once hidden from me, telling of the dead boy in the river, and of the boy who killed him, me. A boy who became a man, but has never felt like a man, or knows what a man should feel like. I grew up doing garden duty, feeding ducks, attending meditation classes. I've been a vessel for polite-talking psychopaths to experiment their drugs and their language upon. I've seen practices come and go. I've had electric convulsions, discussions while sitting on beanbags, spoken to therapists who had long hair, then short hair, then long hair, and heard theories that come and go, and it's all a little more than fashion. But the chemicals are real. They've altered my physical appearance, making me feel even more excluded than when I was a child, when I felt shy and lonely. Just like I am now. There was an outcry when I was released, because they let me out, and I was allowed to come back to my family, and the family of the boy I killed complained. They said that I was being treated like royalty, and that I should be put down, what with their beautiful son being dead because of me. But they were wrong. Because he wasn't beautiful. He wasn't. And nor is this young man hanging dead in front of me. And that, I've been told, is my problem. For I do not change my mind about these types of people. I know what I've done is wrong, but they were not beautiful people. And what I have done is impossible to justify. I know that. It's just the way it is. There's a line that should not be trespassed over into the unacceptable. But I did, for that was my response. An unacceptable action. And of course, it's wrong to kill. He also shouted out names, threatening to hurt me with his friends, calling me things that made me feel like I've always done. And as I looked at him, it reminded me of the words of a song by the Bay City Rollers. The one that the girls used to play in the house where they sent me to stay. And I thought of that roughed up pink membrane, that torn piece of skin at the back of my throat, and it is as if I am that lacerated skin. That is me. They knew where I lived, and they threatened to come round in the middle of the night. I was lucky to see him on his own. I told him that I had money and that he could have it. He was nervous because he thought I was a mad person, and he was right. And when I got him in here, I stuck my sword right into his guts and twisted it with all my might. And although he was scared because he was a coward and he didn't think I'd do anything to him, I shouted in his face in the last seconds of his life as he winced. I said, If you're going somewhere, when you get there, tell them I sent you.
Tell them I sent you.
Bye bye, baby, baby, goodbye.